Previously on 1D10, the show!
Our adventurers come into a large clearing at the edge of a forest, and at the center of the clearing is a giant stone building. The crowd goes wild as a tiny man wearing all green, including a dark green top hat and a corncob pipe, flips onto the stage. The crowd starts shouting, "Lucky! Lucky! Lucky! Lucky!" The man takes off his top hat and bows deeply to thunderous applause. And the axe sticks right into his back.
Yeah.
You hear him go, "Ah!"
He's not getting up.
Lucky Llewellyn somehow died in a place where no one can die. And a member of the Order appears back on the stage and goes, "But you went to the future and you were dead! What are you doing back, Lucky Llewellyn?"
Your plan! You've been fooling everyone here to think that you are the good guy, but yet you have a demon! No, not that one over there, but something more nefarious and evil lying underneath our feet! And so we must fight against the Order now! Take them! Look, they are right there in their seats!
The member of the Order who's actually standing right next to you looks at you just confused and whispers, "Dude, what are you talking about?" Behind her, and to the sides, you see, punching through the ground, skeletal hands.
Ugh.
And as these skeletal creatures are coming up out of the ground, you notice that they're pretty much humanoid, except for they do have skeletal wings with like leathery sinew between the bones.
I warned you, but no.
And then these skeletal creatures run out into the audience, start tearing the audience to pieces. And the audience is, of course, freaking out, not only because there are these skeletal creatures that are attacking them, pulling their skin off, but that it heals again, and they just keep on going at them, and there is absolute pandemonium. And then Mr. Wren kind of looks around, slaps himself in the face, takes his... Well, you guys know that it's a gun, even though your characters don't understand what it is. And shoots it in the air. Of course, it's very loud. And then raises his left hand, and a blue light emits from it. And suddenly all the skeletons in the room are frozen with blue light, and you can see this strain on Mr. Wren's face as he shouts, "Everybody out of the arena now!"
Skeletal creatures bursting through the ground and attacking friends and family? Sounds like my third wedding. Let's see what happens this week on 1D10, the show!
And welcome back!
Yay!
Sorry.
Oh, that was such great enthusiasm, guys.
I wanted to sound more enthused, but it didn't happen.
It just wasn't there. There's
A
nothing on it.
Akula picks up his arachnoblade. I thought it was like a Xena warrior princess weapon.
Okay, and you
And
know
I
what?
just
As
threw it.
Akula picks it up, he suddenly hears a voice in his head
Uh-oh.
that
It's
says,
jumping right in.
"Oh, you just think you can throw me like some sort of frisbee, do you?
Oh, no.
What an idiot."
It's an intelligent weapon!
Hit the mute button.
Throw it
Are you-
away!
Ugh. Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. What, did you want a dog to chase after me? Is that what you were trying to do?
Hey, you live in my bag now, and I put him away.
And then you stop hearing.
That is last time I go drinking with Magna. You know, this week.
So just as a reminder to the audience, even though you will have previously on 1d10 the show, you will have that, of course. But just as a reminder of exactly, what's going on here, we just had a big old arena battle.
Yeah, we did.
That ended with a bunch of skeletons coming up out of the ground and attacking everybody, including the audience.
And the audience hurt my feelings because they wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah.
Gotta roll higher.
They booed me.
And you should have shot one of them.
I should have, but I...
You had the opportunity, but then you decided to actually, try to further the story instead.
Right.
Let's just say they booed me to a bigger house.
How many Simpsons references per episode do we have? Do you get?
I don't know, but we should keep a running tally, I think.
Anyway, and so what happened is these skeletons were just tearing these people apart, and they were coming back together because, hey, magical arena, nobody can get hurt, and the people were freaked out, and then Mr. Wren came in, the head of security, and he did something, this blue light came out, and all of the skeletons froze, and he told you guys to get out of there. And all of the people are also leaving. Security is trying to help everybody to get out in an orderly fashion.
He cast the spell Kill Stelius.
Oh, wow. That's intense.
Yeah.
And what are you guys doing other than Akula picking up the arachnoblade?
Well, I believe we are in the process of running away.
I believe the sound effect would be... whoop, 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 whoop.
All right.
I thought it'd be more like, run away! Run away!
That's just inevitable, isn't it?
All right, so you guys are obviously in this big crowd of people that are all trying to escape. Security is getting everyone out the doors towards the town, so towards the swamp that leads to the town. And you guys get through the lobby, you go outside, and by the way, you can see that this place is a little bit familiar to Carl because Kakaw's tree is just ahead.
Ooh. Hey guys, I know that tree.
I know that tree too.
Yes, we all call it 3.
Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome.
I'll have words with you later.
And then you see security start putting these metal discs on the ground that are about 3 feet around, and they push something on it, and it kind of distorts the air around it. And you see people start walking through the distortion, and then they disappear.
What?
I'm gonna ask security guy, what the heck is this?
This is a security measure for the town. It's a quick way to get them back.
Hey, that's where we need to go. I jumped through the portal.
Yeah, and you try to go through the portal, you just go straight through it.
What? This doesn't get me back to the town. You lie.
Wait, let me try. Let me try. And he gets a running start, and he just leaps through it.
Can you do a dexterity check?
Oh shit! I bet this is going to end really well.
This is gonna do it.
17.
Nice.
Okay. All right. With a 17, you run forward. You jump with all of your might. You kind of do a dive. You see where the air is distorted a little bit.
Front somersault.
You go through it, feel nothing, and then you land with a somersault, and then stand up like a gymnast.
I will applaud that.
I don't believe it.
But no, you were not able to go through the portal.
For a man running in full plate armor, that was pretty awesome.
So why can't we go through the portal?
Because you're not from the town.
You don't know my backstory.
We need to get to the town, though.
Well, you'll have to go the old way through the swamp.
I pick his pocket.
Habitual at this point.
We are really back in it, aren't we, guys? We're back. This is the dynamic that we have.
He's a new character. That's how I introduce myself to people.
Okay, do a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
It's a
I
custom
will.
It's a custom in the place he's from, like a poo trying to choke someone.
All right,
Like Josh trying to choke someone.
16.
16.
I want you to also do a sneak.
Like a stealth?
Yeah, stealth check.
Nat 20.
Ooh,
Whoa.
nice.
Wow.
You-
Okay.
Carl
Stole
is
his-
just
you
ghost.
just stole
He's
his
a
pants.
And his identity.
All right. You were able to steal his weapon.
Ooh, that, yeah, it was.
Oh, geez, it's going to get another overpowered Bob sword again. Here we go. He's going to get the battle axe of doom.
Yeah, I will.
Actually, you have a pistol.
Nice!
Holy crap.
Plus 15.
But I warn you, you don't quite know how to use it because this is a mysterious thing.
Ooh, don't worry, I'll practice with it later.
And so you'll have to figure it out later if you want to be able to use it. But he has no idea that you took it.
Somebody's going to shoot his face off.
Well, I'm gonna reach in my bag and grab one of my Tony the Gerbils, because I have like 4 of them, and I hand it to him and I say, "This is a consolidation for the future."
Well, now I feel bad that you can't go through.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You know, take care of Tony. He has maybe a little bit of. He's a little too eager. He may be a little evil, but you'll love him. And
Okay.
then I walk away.
And you see him just kind of petting Tony, and then Tony bites him and goes, "Ow!"
Good job, Tony. All right. Well, I guess we have to go the long way, guys.
Does anybody know the way?
I forget how we got here.
I don't know where it is. I wasn't with you. That doesn't help.
I just go up to one of the villagers that's about to go through a portal, and I'm like, "Hey, which way to the town?"
That way. And he just kind of vaguely points south.
Okay, so the town is south. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, new plan, guys. Let's grab one of these people and have them lead us, because I don't know where we're going.
Wait. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hey, hold my hand. I tell the stranger person.
Okay.
And let's walk through the
Wow.
portal together.
Keep an open mind.
I don't know how comfortable I am with this.
Just do it. I'll give you a gerbil.
Persuasion roll.
Yeah, do a persuasion check.
Sure, why not? 7.
He slaps your hand away and then confidently goes through by himself.
Good job, Charmer.
Hey, I offered him a gerbil. So, okay, I go up to the next town folk that is about to go through. We really need to get to the town, and we don't want to walk the long way, so I'd really appreciate it if we could test something. If I could just hold on to you while we walk through the portal, and we could see if we can go through.
And this woman turns around, looks at you, and goes, "Aren't you Lucky Llewellyn?"
Oh, yes, I am! I am Lucky Llewellyn! How you are so good to perceive who I am! I really need to get to the town! Can I hold on to your hand and we can walk through the portal together?
"I'd love to take you home with me." Yeah, well, I don't know. My mama would be not so happy.
Oh, what Mama doesn't know doesn't hurt her.
Persuasion check, please.
Dang it!
Just make out already.
Akula just shakes his head at Carl, bossing things up, and goes up to the next person and grabs him by the scruff of the neck and says, "I'm coming with you." Oh no!
Okay.
I rolled a fail on intimidation.
Botch.
That's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Akula just rolled an intimidation check, and he got a critical failure.
Oh, of course.
And with that, the 5 people surrounding the guy that you just grabbed by the neck turn around and go, "Hey, you leave him alone."
And while they're distracted, I just grab the person that's close to the portal, and I go, "Whee!" And I jump through the portal with them.
Okay, do a strength check.
12. That's pretty good.
One leg goes, one leg stays.
With a 12, how exactly are you planning on grabbing them?
Like just as they are going through the portal, I'm kind of like grabbing onto them and like going through quickly. So I'm using their forward momentum with both my hands. Sure.
With both of your hands.
On their belt, on their face,
on their shoulders.
On their with both of your hands on their shoulders. Okay.
Correct.
I was really hoping you'd grab their belt and then just come out with just their pants.
All right. So with a strength check of 12, you start to push them. They start to go through a little bit, and it seems to you like, hey, maybe this is working. As your middle fingers, because, they're the longest fingers, on the shoulders start going through a little bit, and then you realize, as the rest of the guy's body goes through, that your middle fingers are now gone.
What?
You lost...
How's he supposed to drive?
You lost your middle fingers.
That's preposterous.
It's a good thing you've got an extra hand.
There will be consequences for that later.
Yeah, you won't be able to flip anyone off anymore.
Whatever. I give up. I just start walking south.
Hold on, we've got a confrontation happening. Did any of us notice this?
Yeah, I mean, those guys they're kind of cracking their knuckles, and...
No, I mean notice his fingers missing.
Oh. I don't think that anybody really noticed, because they just kind of...
It's just poofed.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yuck.
I'll stand up next to Akula and look all intimidating and be like, who you messing with?
Okay, can you roll an intimidation check?
I sure can. Ha-pow! 6!
Oh, gee, thank you for standing up for me, buddy.
Don't worry. Maybe if Magna stands up with us.
Oh, jeez, no.
Okay, so there's 6 of them total. 3 of them are now targeting Jed, and 3 are targeting Akula. And can I have both of you roll 3 dexterity checks each? Let's see.
Oh, dear.
If you're able to dodge some punches.
7, 21, and 11.
Okay, so let's talk about what happened to Akula first.
Oh,
boy.
you did saves. Oh, wait, I was supposed to roll saves. Let me try this again.
Yeah.
Sorry. 19, 21, and then another 3. So.
There you go. That's better.
All right. So...
Sorry, let me just go over to my temporary hit points and highlight it. Go ahead.
Well, what happens to you is the first man runs up to you and he punches you square in the jaw and does 2 points of damage.
Ugh, my favorite jaw.
The second guy tries to tackle you, but you are able to jump over him and do, yes, your flip that you've always wanted to nail, and you did.
Was everyone watching?
Well, the people who were attacking you were watching, at least.
Fantastic.
And then the third one, he tries to kind of like run and shoulder charge you. And he actually misses you just barely, but as he's running by, he kicks you in the shin for 1 damage.
Hey.
All right. Now for what happened to Jed. Jed kind of, Jed was in the moment here. Like he really knew what to expect. It's kind of like in the Matrix when Neo can see their code for the agents and he knows how to dodge them. It's a little bit of that moment. You have one guy who punches at you and you just definitely move to the side. Another guy punches at you, you definitely move to the other side. You're feeling very confident. That overconfidence is not a good thing as the third guy runs up and knees you hard in the stomach for 3 damage.
Well, that's what I need.
Oh.
Sorry, I was hoping that pun did some damage too.
And then all 6 of these people just spit at you and go through the portal.
Hey! I rolled initiative and everything, and we don't even get a chance to fight them?
Nope.
You know, I don't think we should take the portal.
Hey guys, are you going to catch up? Cause I'm already halfway there.
Well, this took like 5 seconds.
I'm not really halfway there. I'm just telling you guys to hurry up. Let's go.
Did Magna die? I haven't heard from her for a while.
Oh, hello, dearie.
Yeah.
Are you just standing there watching us get punched?
You're the big strong folk. Oh, I'm a damsel in distress.
You have not been a damsel in living memory.
So,
You're going to be in a lot more distress if you don't help us out of this jam.
is there one of these guys near me?
No, they're all gone, man. They took
They all
off.
went through the portal.
Oh,
We're going south. We're gonna follow Carl.
okay.
Does anybody have like a vehicle or something? I don't want to walk.
I mean,
Do we see any horses, carriages, or anything?
Perhaps somebody who has
I-
inherited somebody else's inventory could help.
Was about to say words. I happen to have this remote in my pocket that might operate some such thing.
All right, we have the
Alright.
car thing.
geez, we have a lot of crap.
Let's go get in the car then.
So I assume that you pull it out and push the button, right?
I assume that too.
Okay. All right, and you hear in the far distance the revving of an engine.
With magic, not like gasoline.
Yes, yes. Magical engine. Soul engine technology.
The Soul Train!
Because even though you guys destroyed the Soul Spire, this car still works.
That's right.
This wagon.
Makes sense.
Wagon still works. Yeah. And it pulls up right next to you. The people around you look at it and they're like, yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. Like, they're not impressed by the wagon for some reason.
Well, I call crossbow. That's how you call shotgun in fantasy.
Nice. I get in the car.
Wait, is Magna driving this thing?
That's right, darling. Somebody hand me my hip flask. Oh, wait.
goodness.
Here it is.
I tentatively get in, muttering, I'm going to regret this.
Okay. All right. And do you actually have a vehicle handling skill?
Oh, me
Not
or
sober.
Magna?
Yeah.
Would that be animal
Magna.
handling, or would it be like something...
Well, why don't you go ahead and do an Arcana check then?
Or
Nat
Ooh.
20.
Nice!
Nice.
You definitely understand how to make this thing go.
strap yourselves in, darling. That's not my first rodeo.
Well, let's get to the town. I need to find my fingers, and I hold up my hands.
Ah!
Yeah, apparently, if you don't go all the way through the portal with the person, you start missing appendages.
Don't we have an extra hand that's walking around here that you can use?
Well, yeah, Handy. You see Handy come out of my bag and, climb up on my shoulder.
That thing gives me the creeps.
What? Handy's a good hand, aren't you, Handy? And I pet him. Alright, go back in the bag and play with Tony.
How many Tonys do you have?
I think I have 3 now, because I gave one away.
Remind me again, is it the bag that does that?
Yeah, it's I have the bag of basic arithmetic
Right.
that I can I had to roll a d6, 1 for subtraction, 2 for division, 3 to 5 for addition, and 6 for multiplication.
That's hilarious.
I know, right?
That's right. I'm trying to see if I've got some sort of spell that regrows fingers, but I've got spells that heal, but that's like hit points. Would that translate to regrowing fingers? I don't know.
No.
I mean, he just lost them. It's not like this is,
So does he have like
Pre-existing
bloody stumps,
condition.
or is it just like a
It's
nub
just
of
like
skin?
sliced straight through, and
been
not really bloody.
cauterized?
It's like a cauterized wound.
Okay, so there's like skin over it. It's not like
Yeah.
bleeding.
Yeah.
So suddenly, it's not a Simpsons reference, it's an Arrested Development reference.
I'm a monster.
Nice.
All right, so I'm assuming that you guys are going to start driving then.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one of us is.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho,
Okay.
ho. I'm a pilot.
All right, and so you start driving south. And then you realize you are in a swamp. And suddenly the car gets stuck in some mud.
What? We wouldn't just drive into the swamp.
Well, maybe Magna would have.
Is there a road around here? Can we scout out and find one?
Yeah, let's find a road.
Where we're going, we don't need the roads.
All right, I'm gonna. Here's my perception check. I
Doc.
don't see any roads. That
Thanks
was
for
a
catching that.
critical fail on the perception check for roads.
Yep. You do not know if there are roads or if you are even standing on ground of any sort.
Hey guys, we might be in a swamp, I guess.
You think so? And I slap a mosquito on my neck.
Somebody else can see if they have a roads. I'm not exactly a swamp guy. Now, if we were in a grassland or like a cornfield, I'd be totally there. But I don't know them swamp stuff.
It's like forests with more mud than tree.
So, Carl just rolled a 10 for perception, which, yep, you do not really see anything either.
So are we stuck?
Yeah, the vehicle is stuck.
Oh, this place is disgusting. Need to get better tires.
Question, do we leave the wagon? Or do we try to unstick ourselves, only to be stuck later?
We can unstick it, go to not drive in the, swamp and just drive around until we find a road. Not in the swamp.
Think of your fingers, man. Time is of the essence.
They'll still be there.
Oh, hey, how quick can you guys walk? Just out of curiosity.
30 feet per 6 seconds.
I have...
That's pretty fast.
That's relatively quick.
I'm quite tall.
And we don't even really know how far the town is. So, I mean, we just gotta do our best.
You gotta try to find your way.
Alright, we need to find somebody or some way of knowing where this town is. Are we still close enough to the place where that we can still see the guys going through portals and stuff?
Oh, well, you can still see the arena, but it looks like everybody has gotten through the portals.
Oh.
And so, basically, the field between the swamp and the arena is empty.
Gotcha. Is there anybody still there that would have a map?
No. No, there really is not. At least not that you would know of. You can't see anybody.
Gotcha. Alright, well, Akula is not bothered. He doesn't care for the swamp, but remember, he has those yellow galoshes, those wellies, rather. And so he is just going to town with his sword and cutting through this swamp like it owes him money. Follow me, friends. We go south. We find our way.
Okay, can I have all four of you roll survival checks?
Alrighty.
Just kidding.
Okay, so Carl got an 18, Magna got a 20, Akula got a 9, and Jed got a 6. Alright.
So the wimpy 200-year-old frail woman is surviving just fine in the swamp, while like the tough farmer who knows the land very well is
home turf.
Wait, depending on what happens, I have an idea of my next move, but I gotta know what happens with this terrible survival check first.
Okay, so as you guys are trudging forward, Magna is doing exceedingly well. It's like she's almost dancing across the rocks to avoid the mud. Just...
It's like Legolas crossing Caradhras.
Yeah.
Exactly. And meanwhile, Carl is almost as graceful, but you see him kind of go, whoa, slipping almost a couple of times. And then Akula is very much struggling.
He's just aiming for puddles.
He has fallen face first in the mud 2 times.
Ooh.
And One time he accidentally drank some of the mud in because it just got into his mouth. But, overall he's doing okay. Jed, on the other hand, tries to jump on one rock, immediately slips back, falls on his back, and starts sinking into the mud.
That's what I thought.
Alright, well, we pull him out so he doesn't sink.
Well, you guys are all in front of him, so let's see if you
I'm like, hey guys, I'm sinking.
Huh. Quick. Grab my hand.
Alright, let's get him out.
Do I need to do a strength check?
Yes.
I'll assist.
15. I imagine Carl grabs your hand.
I'm just assisting.
All right. So with a strength check of 15, you can't quite get him out, but he's not sinking further in the mud. He's just kind of stuck.
Magna, any spells? Anything you can do?
None of my spells are useful.
We've noticed.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Not in a fight, but in a fortune-telling, swindling kind of setting.
I do have a grasp spell.
I've got some spells. None of them are helpful though either in this particular case.
Wait, who's sinking again? Okula?
Can you just
No.
Oh, rats.
Jed.
Can we give it another go? Can you try to pull it on me again?
Yeah, let's just do that. Is that...
How about this? Magna reaches to try and help. And grabs
Do a strength check.
Grabs Jed's hand.
She's going to show us all up.
Here it comes.
Okay, we'll do this.
Don't burn your spell slot if it's something we can just accomplish by tugging.
Oh, this would be fine. It won't burn nothing.
So that's a 9. So you also...
But she accidentally does this, too.
Accidentally? Why? Why is this happening?
He's drunk.
Good thing my AC is also 14, so...
Okay, so...
Put her there!
So Magna just tried to pull him up, but at the same time accidentally did shocking grasp. It did not work because it did not beat his AC.
He just physically
However,
Well, is your armor class 14 or is it 15? Because if it's 14, she just has to meet your armor class. She doesn't have to...
yeah.
It's... I always forget if Ty goes the attacker or defender.
No,
It's
Ty
like,
goes
they
to
just
the attacker.
they just have to meet it. They don't have to beat it.
well, my AC's probably lower since I'm stuck in a swamp, because part of that AC is dexterity.
Yeah, that's true.
I was going to say if it failed, it was like static electricity, but this is going to be a little different.
Well, click on it so we can see what Shocking Grasp does.
Okay.
For lightning, I guess.
Yeah, it does lightning damage.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you get 4 points of lightning damage.
Does
Whoopsie.
I go back over to the car, Brady? Are we far away from the car?
No, I mean, you got about 200 feet away from the car.
Okay, can I see if there's anything on the car that, like a winch or something, that we can tie around Jed to, like, pull him out?
Do an investigation check.
Alright.
And Akula, I would appreciate another strength check while all this zapping is happening.
Good call.
9 for my investigation.
Okay. So with a strength check of 22, and he's able to sit up, but his legs are still stuck. But now you have access to your arms and anything you can do with your upper body.
Here's a question. Since I'm a druid, if I turn into something, can I just leave my boots in there?
I think
That
you'll
would
want
be-
them later, right?
That could be a clever solution.
Then that's what I'm going to do.
What are you going to turn into?
Let's go with... Because we're keeping with the farm theme. I was thinking about turning into a horse earlier, but horses and swamps don't do well together if I remember my never-ending story correctly.
I was hoping for an elk.
No, I don't... I'm going to turn into...
There's alligator farms out there.
A goat. I'm now a goat. I've even got the sheet open with its stats. The goat, here's what the goat has. It's Dex, Strength 12. If I can ram things, sure-footed, so I have advantage on strength and dexterity saving throws made against effects that would knock it prone, such as getting stuck in a swamp.
Okay. All right, I will give that to you. By turning into a goat, you have escaped the swamp. You've escaped the mud.
Because I can't speak English when I'm a goat.
Yo mayo.
I thought you were doing the success music from Final
That's what I
Fantasy.
thought he was going for too. It's an evil goat. Kill it.
Hello there, my lovelies. This is Brady. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, as always, we appreciate everything that you do for us and that you keep on listening. And, you know, we feel like we have a great story to tell, and to have you guys be on this journey with us is just plain awesome. With that, let's just get you right back to the episode.
Oh, goodness. Alright, so now Jed is a goat, and he's no longer stuck. Carl, you were on your way back to the car, and that's where we are.
Okay. Well, I noticed that he's not stuck anymore, but I'm just like, ugh. Can we get out of this swamp already?
Carl, we got a goat.
I go ride him.
You have to milk him.
I will ride him.
Right away, he says.
Alright, anyway, let's keep going. Let's go, goat.
Alright. Okay, Carl, you notice in front of you a little ways a small figure that was crouched down that looks like it was looking at you, but then turned and started running.
Just so you know, the goat's passive perception is 10.
Okay.
If that makes a difference.
So I'm as observant as a goat.
Good job, man.
So it... Yeah.
Oh.
So it was only Carl that noticed this figure.
Hey, you! Stop there! We need some help through the swamp! Does he stop?
They're still just running.
Should we run after that guy? He seems to know where
Let's
he's
go.
going.
Let's taking off. I'm a goat.
We go
I can
after
go
the guy.
I go 40 feet instead of 30 because I'm a goat.
I go 35.
All right, and so with that, you're on the shore. You're out of the mud, and you notice that this figure is actually a child.
Okay.
And he slips in a little grove of trees off the shore a little bit. And as he stands up, there are these strange green slug creatures that start to surround him.
Of course they
And
do.
he goes, "Help! Help!"
Since I'm running toward him as goat, I'm going to ram him out of the circle. Dun 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 dun.
Okay. All right, and go ahead and roll for initiative, guys.
Here we go.
Okay. All right, so you have surrounding this small boy, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slugs. He's about 35 feet away from Goatman Jed. And you notice there are also other slugs that are coming towards the boy. And so the order is Carl, then Akula, then Magna, then Jed.
Turn over to here.
It's showing 2 Jeds for me.
2 Jeds, Jackson.
Yeah.
I'll just move up a few feet and I will shoot said slug with my bow.
How small are these slugs? Are they like slug size, or are they like 3 feet, or are they like 10 feet?
They're like 2 feet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shoot slug. This
Okay.
one. And is he facing me? Does he realize that I'm there or not?
They are all focused on the
Okay,
little boy.
so I am assuming that I will get advantage on them. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will do my short bow with my sneak attack. So I
23.
rolled it. Well, yeah, that's advantage. So 23 to hit, and then 14 damage.
All right, 23 to hit for 14 damage, and that is piercing damage. And so with that, you just absolutely nail that slug and pierce him and stick him to the ground.
Yeah, I do.
You can tell that he is still alive. He is now aware of you, but he is stuck to the ground.
Yeah, he is.
That's the sound a slug makes, right?
No. Meow. What?
That's smart.
No, like Gary the snail. Like.
Yeah. He sounds like a cat.
Anyway, that's my turn.
All right. And Akula.
Okay. Yeah, I can only move up to the edge of them. Like here.
That means you should be able to attack that one.
That's what I'll do.
Okay. And how are you going to attack?
With the Arachnoblade, I'm going to keep it in my hands this time.
Okay. And just so that you know, it is now past midnight. So it's actually about 12:30, which means I don't think that you get any additional bonuses.
Is it dark? Do we have to cast light spells or have infravision or whatever?
Yeah, I mean it is pretty dark, but there are torches lighting the way. You can tell that this must be the right way to the village because you guys can see.
Well, that's convenient.
So there are torches. Okay, with an 18, and that would be slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to cut that one in front of you right in half.
Nice.
But then what happens?
It's 2 smaller slugs.
Oh, dang it. Slashing damage.
Is it's now 2 smaller slugs.
This is when we need the... This is when we need the bludgeoning damage, folks.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Or
Guys,
fire.
don't cut them. What about piercing as opposed to slashing?
Well, my piercing arrow stuck him to the ground, so maybe piercing would work better. So do not slash.
I really hope you're going to butt one of these things, Jeff.
What else would he do?
Well, ramming damage is bludgeoning, just so you know.
All right, Magna.
I don't like the looks of these things. I feel inside me this strange energy. Since the last time. I didn't mean to shock you that other time. I'm sorry. But let me see what I can do against these things.
Magna, you put a dress on this goat and you have a twin.
Just for that,
Uh-oh.
I'll allow you to be caught in this.
Oh no, he's going to do another...
It's a thunder wave.
Oh.
I feel electric. Ah, ah.
Boogie, boogie, oogie, woogie. So, Thunder Wave. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
But does she get the little boy?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, crap.
15 feet.
Alright, so everyone has to do a Constitution saving throw that's within that.
I just did, and I failed it because it's a DC 13, and I rolled a 12.
Okay, and let's see. I have 4 different slugs.
And
2 half-size
And
ones.
technically...
One that is stuck to the ground, and so that one that's stuck in the ground
doesn't...
is pretty screwed.
And also, Carl's within 10 feet as well.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
So, Carl, you need to do a Constitution save as well.
Nice. 8.
Okay.
Remember the time when
All
Magna
right.
killed everybody?
Yeah, that was a fun
Who
session.
saw that coming?
Okay, the boy was able to save.
Thank goodness.
But he still gets half damage.
But he's still hungry.
Yeah. And does he still get pushed?
No.
Okay.
The only people who fail their saves get pushed. So that means that
Okay, the 2 mini slugs...
So Akula, you're here, and Carl, you're like off the map.
The 2 mini slugs both got pushed.
Yep, pushed away from Magna.
And then the other 2 slugs actually saved. You know, they were not pushed.
Right.
But they still take how much damage?
Because 12 was...
6 damage.
So 12 was the full damage. So you both take 12 damage, I guess?
Ugh.
Alright, and with that, you can tell that the little mini slugs are not in good shape. Oh, and as Jonathan just reminded me, the spell emits a thunderous kaboom. Insert sound effect here.
We'll fix that in post.
And with that gutsy, strange move, and actually, the one that is stuck to the ground with that 6 damage, it is dead.
Exit! Or delete it. That works too. There's an X. There's an X icon, but
because well, when these slugs die, they just disintegrate.
Fair enough. I guess we're probably not going to be looting these slugs.
Yeah.
I was going to loot the slugs.
I don't know. I got that recipe book from the guy. You know, I can cook some mean slugs.
Well, we could probably loot the goo, but it's not going to have 50 gold pieces or anything.
Yeah. All right, now it is Jed's turn.
I'm going to do what I originally said I was going to do, which is butt that kid out of the slug circle. Now that Magna has conveniently cleared the way for me.
That was my plan all along, dear.
One thing to keep in mind is that the kid...
Which one, the goat or the
did
kid?
have 6 damage just done to him.
I know. I don't want to hurt him. I just want to get him out of the...
he could do it at non-lethal damage.
Yeah, so it'll just knock him out if it
Go
goes
up and yell,
0.
jump on my back.
I can't. I just would go...
Maybe he speaks goat.
I don't think that's a language.
Maybe he's taken animal husbandry.
But then he'll be my husband.
Oh no.
Anyway, boink.
Alright, and so with that trajectory, he actually trips over the slug that's behind
Whoa!
him. The slug takes 3 damage.
Is it a banana slug, like a banana peel?
And then he falls and he rolls down the hill. He is unconscious. And he is in the mud. Unconscious.
Well, can't win them all.
Probably not a good combination.
What have you done, you old goat? Magna yells.
Magna, stop talking to yourself.
Why, you...
And that roll, by the way, that roll I just did, that was the attack roll, but I guess you already did the attack. So, anyway.
Yeah. Alright, and now it is the slug's turn. Most of these, and they're slugs, so they can only move 5 feet.
By the way, this was my damage roll. It was a 3, just so you know.
Most of these slugs, for some reason, are still moving toward the boy. However, the slug that is...
So you could say that
in front
this turn is,
of Akula...
Yes, you're being sluggish, moving all of these.
So the slug that is in front of Akula, it is actually a mini slug.
I don't have anything to beat it to death with except for my galoshes. Everything else is... Have we tried piercing damage on these?
Got to beat it to death with your own shoes.
Yeah, piercing damage did work, if you remember, because Barry was able to pin one to the ground. Okay, so this little slug opens its mouth, and it has very scary-looking fangs.
Ugh.
And it goes to bite you.
Wait, I haven't... Oh, he's before me. Okay.
Yeah, it's the slug's turn.
Crap.
Okay, and your AC is 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, he just kind of bites into your armor on your leg.
Loses all of his teeth.
And isn't able to get through, but is still trying to gnaw a little bit.
Bit off more than you could chew.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho.
And then this one, which is a regular size one, is actually going to attack Mr. Goat. And what is the goat's AC?
The goat's AC is only 10. I mean, it's a goat.
Okay. Alright, and so with that... Okay, I actually need you to do a dexterity save with this attack.
Oh, well, luckily I get advantage on that because I'm a goat. Alright, I'm going to roll 2 of these. They're both the same. 13 is what I rolled.
Okay. Alright, and with that, you did not save. And this slug has wrapped itself around your back 2 feet.
Okay.
And so you will not be able to move this next turn. And it seems to be seeping some sort of acid that is burning your legs for 4 damage.
Oh, good. I'm not a goat anymore, then.
Hey, Jed, where have you been?
Wow! I mean... Does me turning into a person shake the slug off?
Well, it was on your back legs, which I guess would
Just be
translate to your real legs, so it is still wrapped around.
loverly.
Alright. And with that is now Carl's
My turn. Well, I noticed that they're still going towards the boy, so I'm gonna shoot this slug closest to the boy, so they don't attack the boy. Because I'm
Okay.
that kind of person. And they're not paying attention to me still, so I still get advantage. So yay!
Okay.
And
Hurt the boy.
so 15, and then 13.
Okay, 15 does not hit.
What? A slug? Boo!
They're little slugs.
Yeah, they're smaller, so they're harder to hit.
All right, well that's it for me.
Okay. Alright, Akula.
No, consensus being that I can hurt these with piercing but not slashing.
Yeah.
Alright, then Akula's going to whip out his light crossbow for 15.
Punk.
Does that hit?
It does not.
15 does not hit.
Ugh. Wait, really? Let's... 15 for a little slug right in front of me.
It's a little slug.
Yeah, and actually this one has a slightly higher AC because it's half the size.
We just had this conversation.
He was sleeping.
No, no. You only think I was sleeping. I was,
Resting your eyes.
Yes.
Checking my eyelids for holes.
Alright, Akula's kind of glumly shoots at it and misses, and that's his turn.
Okay. Magna.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Oh, right.
Which of your friends are you going to hurt this time?
Did you say friends? Okay, Magda's like, this might take longer than I think. I'm feeling a little woozy, better do this.
Alright, so with that...
Why don't you explain what you're doing, because no one knows
right.
what you're doing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Magna casts Cure Wounds on herself and healed for 1.
Hooray! It's not very good
Zap.
with that spell.
A creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
What is your wisdom? Oh,
5.
then it actually does 6.
So it adds?
Yeah. You just
Oh,
haven't programmed that into it.
Okay.
Healed.
Alright,
Speaking
Jed.
of llamas.
Remember, you cannot move this turn. You have a slug wrapped around your legs.
That's okay. What would I have to roll to kick off that slug?
You can try attacking it.
I can't just like fling my foot and fling it across the ground. I actually have to like stab at it.
Well, you can't really fling very well because it's wrapped tightly around your legs.
Okay. I see the problem here. Well, I'm going to yell to the rest of the party. I apologize in advance for this, which is something that Magna didn't do.
Oh boy.
You know what? Screw it. I also have Thunder Wave prepared. I'm going to cast that. See earlier for Jonathan's description. It's the same spell. I'll just
Just
roll
try
it.
to roll a d20. Yeah.
I'll just roll it manually.
Thunderwave. So everybody within 15
And that
feet.
DC should not be 10. That DC should be 13. But I was screwing with it.
Okay. All right. And so with that, looks like Magna and Akula both have to make Constitution saves.
Oh boy.
And I'll start doing the slugs and see.
16. I made it. So half damage.
Yeah,
How much damage did I take last time?
It was 12. This one's only 4.
Oh, jeez. I'm down to 11 hit points.
All right. So the slug that was on you is flung back 10 feet.
Excellent.
So your feet are now free. The mini slug by Akula is now dead.
Haha.
The slug that is just in front of you and to the right is pushed back 10 feet. The slug that is to the right of that one is now dead. The slug that is kind of by the little boy is pushed back 10 feet, and it is now stuck in the mud. And that one just takes half damage. Okay.
Alright, and then I'm going to take my move action, since that was my standard action, and move somewhere. I'm going to say I'm going to regret this. Actually, I'm going to move here in case Akula wants to charge.
Oh, he will want to charge, yes.
Okay.
How much damage did I take from that thing before we...
8.
8.
8, okay.
Are you
Good thing
dead?
I healed. No. Almost, but not quite.
Alright. That's it for me.
Okay, and now it is the slug's turn. And all of them are once again going towards the boy as he's rolling down the hill. And one thing about these slugs is you notice that when they move, they're also not doing anything else. They're not taking an action.
Interesting.
All right, Carl.
Okay. I might as well just shoot it again. I will shoot the one next to the boy on the right.
Okay.
Let's do it. So I got a 24 to hit.
Oh, yep, that definitely
And
hits.
11 damage.
Okay, and with that, it is now pierced to the ground. And since it's pierced to the ground in the mud, something else might happen with that one.
It's going to, turn into a super slug.
Alright.
Of course it is.
And I might as well move up, too, to help my compatriots.
Cool, you can get a thunder wave in your face then, like everyone else.
No!
I only had one prepared. Calm down.
Sure, I'll just move up here. Alright, I'm done.
All right. Okay, Kula.
Let's see how far I can actually... Oh, I can reach everybody. So this is the boy right here,
Yes.
and he is surrounded.
Yes.
I'm going to charge.
That one's in the mud, so don't charge that one.
I'm going to kill this one on the way. What's the deal with this one right here?
It's just standing there.
Slug.
All right, then I'm going to move up to him
I would move
and
up.
shoot him. Huh?
I'd go up more towards the boy, because we gotta.
Like here?
Yeah, like next to Jed, that works. But I mean, we just.
I feel like if we group ourselves too closely, Magna's going to kill us. I mean, and here we are. I mean, it's a legit concern. I'm good here. You know, I'm gonna kill this one just down here to my left, or at least I'm gonna try. I'm gonna shoot it with a crossbow. 23 for 11 points of piercing, not slashing, piercing damage.
And, yep, wouldn't you know it, that one is now stuck to the ground as well.
And I'm done.
All right, Magna.
Excellent.
Ah!
Sleep. This spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect.
That's 29.
Okay, creatures within 20 feet of that point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Starting with a creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the creature awake. Okay.
So it should affect.
Basically, all of them. All of them.
As
are
long as their
affected.
total hit points are 29 or less.
This
All
guy
of them
too.
can be
This
Yeah, and all of them. All of them are less than 20.
Does that mean me total or current hit points?
You're not in
Current.
range, Akula.
You're not in range, but it's current.
Oh,
But
okay. I
this
thought
one,
I was in range.
This one too, Jonathan.
You think from that space, that's 20?
And it's like, I just wish you all would go to sleep. Jumps up and down, points her finger, and that happens.
Okay, and before Jed's turn, seemingly out of nowhere in the sky, 3 arrows come and they pierce this slug, and this slug.
I swear, we can't have any of our own victories.
I really hope it's Legolas.
Some NPC comes in and steals everything. Every single time.
Alright, and now it is Jed's turn.
Well, looks like somebody's killing all the slugs. I'll just walk away and let him do it. That's not what I'm actually going to do.
Or you could save the boy,
No, he's surrounded by slugs.
but they're all pierced and sleeping,
Well, some of them are pierced, I guess.
and the other one's asleep.
Brady, I think for the future, you're only allowed to have someone come and swoop in and save us, as long as they're like, woohoo! Alright, let's blow this thing and go home.
Well, who says that they're necessarily saving you?
I don't know. They're killing slugs. I just guess
They still have to yell that.
Well, Rusty Jed is a little miffed that somebody's kill stealing, so he's still going to do what he was going to do anyway. Which is, he is going to cast that spell.
Flame Blade.
I don't know why it didn't attack with it.
You evoke a fiery blade in your free hand. The blade is similar in size and shape to a scimitar, and it lasts for the duration. If you let go of the blade, it disappears, but you can evoke the blade again as a bonus action. You can use your action to hit a melee spell attack with a fiery blade. On a hit, the target takes 3d6 fire damage. The flaming blade sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet.
So basically, I've got this flaming sword. It doesn't do slashing, piercing, or anything. It just does straight up fire damage.
Okay. And so I assume that you are attacking the one next to you,
Yeah,
right?
it's the one that's in front of Akula, and I'm trying to clear the way so he can grab the kid, because I don't have the strength to do that.
Okay. Alright, and so you effectively, so that's 9 damage, and you burn that one, and you can tell that these things do not like fire, as they all look at the fire in horror.
I figured as much.
Their eyes, like their eye stalks pop out.
They're like those googly-eyed things in Metroid that crawl on the wall, and they're like...
Alright, and now it is the slug's turn, and most of them are asleep or pinned to the ground and unable to really do anything, and the ones that are not are running away. They are trying to slide into the mud.
Slugs don't run, they
So
So there. Try to get that past me.
all right, so they're all running away, but they only can move
Yeah.
5 feet.
Yeah, they can only move 5 feet, but as any that get to the mud just kind of disappear into the mud. That'll be that one, and that's all that made it.
All right.
Okay, Carl.
All right, so noticing that there's strange arrows emitting from the sky, and it seems like we got the slug situation in hand, I am actually going to make a stealth check to, like, jump, like hide behind a bush or a tree or something real quickly and see if, observe the proceedings further.
Okay. All right. So go ahead, and I want you to actually do a stealth check and then a perception check.
Stealth is 16. Perception, 16.
Okay. All right. And so with that, you see kind of the shadow of something in the air.
And
that's all I'm going to say.
in the air.
In the air.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Knowing Brady.
That's
All
my
right, and Akula.
Let's see. Who do we have left?
pull the boy out of the sludge.
Yeah, get him out of there. I cleared the way for you, and I don't have the strength
Save
to
the
do it.
boy. Save the boy.
Let me help you.
He's knocked out.
Then I pick him up anyway with a roll of 20.
Okay.
Roll 20? That sounds like a good website.
Hey! So, do I add the boy to my inventory?
You put him in a bottle.
You can try. You can try fitting the boy into the bag of basic
That's
arithmetic.
right. See if we can multiply him.
Ooh. Is he a melee weapon?
Yeah, I mean, the boy, he's a human child, so he's, like 3 feet
He's
tall.
a man cub.
He's human child-sized.
A man
Yes.
cub.
All right, Magna.
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah, there's still slugs.
Yes. Yep, they're still
I thought
slugs.
slugs were gone. I'm going.
Many of them are running away, but some of them are just asleep, and some of them are pinned to the ground and upset and really wish that they could
When
get
does
away.
the sleep spell end?
It
minute?
ends if something is damaged, like attacked.
Right. Or after
Or-
the spell ends. So when does that?
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Lasts 1 minute.
All right. So that's was that 6 rounds?
10 rounds.
10 rounds. 10 rounds. Yeah, 10 rounds. That's right.
Oh, we got time. We'll probably be done with this before it happens.
Probably.
So I'm gonna cast this again on myself. Ugh.
Thunderwave. Oh. Do you have 2 castings?
Make sure you add 5 to that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Magna just did another Cure Wounds.
Well, I'm allowed to use level 1 spells 4 times, right? 4 slots.
Well, yes, but as long
Not
as
4
you-
times each.
Right.
What?
As long as you have. Well, it's not like a sorcerer. We can just pick from the whole list. You have.
No,
certain ones-
they're prepared.
Okay, so you prepared
3
2 of those.
prepared.
Gotcha. You're good then.
Okay.
Sleep, Thunder Wave, and Cure Wounds twice.
And are you going to move at all?
I don't feel like it.
Okay.
Fine, over there in the corner.
All right, Jed. And do you still have your fire
Yeah, I've got it
blade?
for 10 minutes, yo.
Okay.
Hey, Kula, how you feeling?
Feeling great.
Really
No.
hungry for some
Not
chicken.
not beat up or anything?
Oh, no, I'm definitely beat up.
All right.
I have 11 hit points.
All right. Well, since all these slugs are either pinned or asleep or far away, I think we got a moment in the battle where I can also cast this.
Nice.
Okay, so Jed just cast Cure Wounds on
And that
Akula.
should actually be higher as well, because it's not, for some reason, it keeps not adding my wisdom into things. So that
Okay.
should actually be 10.
All right, and with that, it is. All right, so it is the
It was
slug.
2, I remember.
And with that,
So 9 or 10
10.
total.
10 total healing.
basically all of the slugs that are able to move all escaped into the mud. And so with that,
I just say I walk up to each slug and I stab it with fire?
Or step on them.
Or do we want to
well, yeah, I mean, you can do that if you'd
do
like.
we want to play through that, or can I just say I do it and we end the combat?
Magna gets some salt out of her bag and just pours it on generously on each one.
All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and say with all of the slugs either stuck or asleep, and with having rescued the boy, you have won the battle.
Yay!
I still want to do that and stab all the slugs so they burn to death.
Okay.
Akula is so overjoyed that we won that he spikes the boy like a football in the end zone.
That's not actually happening.
No, he doesn't do that. He
Oh.
respects life.
He's been
I mean,
he's been into some of Magna's sauce.
suddenly we're in a
What's that?
tavern.
Uh-oh, not again.
All right. So this boy is unconscious. You're still in the middle of this swamp. What do you do?
Which way was he heading when we saw him?
What about the thing that's still in the sky?
You're the only one who actually saw
Probably
it.
just a great big giant in the sky.
Great big
Well,
terrible-
I'm keeping an eye on the shadow in the sky and waiting for something to happen while the crew is cleaning up.
Well, I mean, it left.
Well, that's lame.
It flew away.
It was insulted by my being mad at it, so it was like, fine, I won't help you, and it flew away. I assume.
I'd come out of hiding, then I'm like, good job, guys. So it looks like this boy, if nothing else, led us to the correct path. Because look, Torch is leading the way.
Well, that's convenient. I'm not a goat anymore, though, and I'm out of, shape-shifting for the day, so we may want to rest before we head into town.
That's actually, we want to have all of our spell slots and hit points back.
I liked you better as a goat.
I'm not going to rest in this swamp. I think we should just go into town and rest in a nice, comfortable bed.
I think we should go towards town, not necessarily into town.
Well, we don't know how far away it is.
Town sucks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Go in that direction.
Let's at least adventure out of this swamp and see how far we get.
Okay. All right, so I assume that you guys are just kind of following the row of torches,
yes,
correct?
Yeah.
I am.
I'm trying to see if I have any
Okay.
healing spells left, but I don't think I do.
I used
Because
mine.
I was going to heal the boy.
Unless I use them... I can't use it as a second level spell, can I?
But I am going to make sure that he is okay, stabilize him and make sure he's taken care of, and so on.
Right.
Hey,
With
Jeff,
with a medicine roll of 15.
He's stable,
Okay.
at the very
Okay.
least. All right, and so as you follow this path of torches, you begin to realize that it doesn't look like this is actually leading you to any sort of town. It is leading you to a small cottage.
This is a small town.
Oh,
What
man.
is the porridge situation
Wait,
in this
no.
cottage?
No, it's going to be it's got to be our equipment friend because we just did a good deed.
I look very closely at the unconscious kid.
Does it look like this house is made of gingerbread? Is this
No, it's just a regular...
Or perhaps
it's just a regular
graham
building.
crackers if you're
Just
cheap.
regular house.
is this kid wearing lederhosen?
Well, you guys.
Yeah,
did
which
once-
fairy tale are we stuck
No,
in?
actually, if you guys want, you can investigate the kid a little bit and see what you can.
Well,
figure out
I
about him.
investigated him pretty well when I was binding his wounds, so any information come from that?
That's true. Well, you can tell that he was wearing clothing specifically meant to hide him. So he was trying to camouflage.
Okay.
Looks like a normal villager.
And other than that, he's probably about 10 years old. He has dark hair, light skin, and that's pretty much all that you can really tell.
Hair, light skin.
He didn't have anything on him other than the clothes that he was wearing.
So you can't pick his pocket, Carl.
Too late.
He did it stealthily.
Well, you guys wanted somewhere to stay besides the swamp, and obviously these torches didn't lead us to town, so
You wanted somewhere to stay.
my bad. I go up and knock on the door.
Dear. I'm going to hide beyond the torchlight, just in case.
There's no answer to that.
I open the door.
You guys, oh wait, no, I wasn't there. Never mind. I'll say out of character. You guys remember last time you tried to investigate a cottage and an owl bear came out of it?
This one seems a little bit more stable.
And it's just dark inside. It looks like just nobody's home.
Okay, but it's just a normal looking cottage.
It's just a normal looking cottage.
Well, hey guys, it's a normal looking cottage.
Do we want to, scout this out, detect for traps? You're good at that, right? You're some sort of rogue?
I don't think there's any traps around here. But I will do a perception check just to look around.
But
Brady.
what does this lever do?
Okay.
Wrong lever.
14.
Okay, a perception check of 14. So as you start looking around the house, you notice there is a battle axe hanging on the wall and 2 short swords. There's 2 beds, one larger bed, one smaller bed. and you see there's writing in a language that at least you don't recognize, Carl. That's on a piece of paper that is on the wall.
All right. Well, there's nothing here that I can see. Obviously, looks lived in, so I don't know if the boy lives here, but I don't feel like we should leave him here by himself either.
Maybe this is his house.
It could be, but do we just leave him here?
Maybe he's a little kokiri boy.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. It's a Sylvan word because I speak that language. Now you all know that.
Okay.
It's Quendi.
All right.
Not Sindarin, Sylvan.
So I leave the cottage, and I'm just looking around, and I just yell out, "Hey, does anyone that lives in this cottage know who this little boy is?"
Say, we let off 2 thunder waves. You'd think someone would have run up by now.
I don't know.
Figure out what's going on.
Well, there was that weird shadowy thing in the sky that shot those arrows.
A weird what in the what now?
Yeah, that's what those arrows came from. They didn't come from no one, and I checked it out, and I saw this shadow fly through the air. I didn't get a really good look at it. But someone was there.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Did they shoot any of us? I wasn't paying attention.
You never are. Brady, is there a map in the or anything like that in the cavern in the cottage?
The only sort of written thing is that thing on the wall in a language that you don't understand.
Well, there's something written on the wall in there. I don't know what it says. You guys can go check it out.
Oh, okay, I'll go look. Is it written in Common, Elven, Druidic, or Sylvan? Those are my languages.
No, it is not.
Well, I'm baffled.
Is it written in Khuzdul?
That's not a language in this game.
Well, I mean, Brady, you did say it was past midnight, right? So
yeah.
We're all probably pretty exhausted anyway.
Well, and some of us need to recharge spells.
I hate to say this, but we are all pretty exhausted, and there are 2 beds in here, and it is shelter.
I call this one. Magna grabs one. You boys can share that one.
First of all, Magna, don't let the boys have them because you and I don't sleep. Remember?
Yeah, but I get real tired.
Well, let's put the boy in the little bed. Is it a kid-sized bed or is it a pet-sized bed?
It's a kid-sized bed.
We put the boy in the little bed, and Kula and I will snuggle in the big bed.
I'd like to put my feet up.
I'm going to trance outside because I feel better in nature. And anyway, somebody's got to keep a lookout.
It's time for our heroes to get some rest. And you should too. Well, unless you're driving right now while listening to this, in which case, pay attention to the road! And we'll join you next time on 1D10, the show!